Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now live and we've been seen right across India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and even in Australia. My nephew is sitting up, it's 12 o'clock at night, and he's sitting up to watch this, okay? So, over to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our own English High School Alain. Tonight, we celebrate 30 years of wonderful achievements and cherished moments. The presence of eminent guests this evening has added luster to the occasion. 30 years of existence, perseverance, and success. Sit back and witness as this evening unfolds.
To commence this evening's proceedings, Abdul Aziz Uzaifa will recite a few verses from the Holy Quran, which will be translated by Fatima Ibrahim. Kindly refrain from applauding after the Quran recitation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم كلا إن الإنسان ليطغى أن رآه استغنى إن إلى ربك الرجعى أرأيت الذي ينهى عبدا إذا صلى أرأيت إن كان على الهدى أو أمر بالتقوى أرأيت إن كذب وتولى ألم يعلم بأن الله يرى كلا لئن لم ينته لنسفعا بالناصية ناصية كاذبة خاطية فليدع ناديه سندع الزبانية كلا كلا لا تطعه واسجد واقترب صدق الله العظيم.
Read, O Prophet, in the name of your Lord who created humans from a clinging clod. Read, and your Lord is the most generous, who taught by the pen, taught humanity what they knew not. Most certainly, one exceeds all bounds, once they think they are self-sufficient. But surely to your Lord is the return of all. Have you seen the man who prevents a servant of ours from praying? What if this servant is rightly guided or encourages righteousness? What if that man persists in denial and turns away? Does he not know that Allah sees all? But no, if he does not desist, we will certainly drag him by the forelock, a lying, sinful forelock. So let him call his associates. We will call the wardens of hell. Again, no, never obey him, O Prophet. Rather, continue to prostrate and draw near to Allah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to stand for the national anthem of the UAE.
Please be seated. And before we start the rest of the evening, may I request our Vice President, Mr. Kelvin Hornsby, to please join me here. May I request Mr. Jonathan Bramley to please join me here. And Dr. Shreyas Palyani, could you please join me in cutting the cake? I'm fine. Please hold. Thank you, sirs. Can you take this away, please? Decades. That sounds huge. And huge for something like Al Ain. And the leaders of our beloved country, the UAE, had a vision, both past and present. They thought of how they're going to take the UAE one step further. And it hasn't gone one step further, it's gone a lot of steps further. And hence, 62 years ago, to be precise, a very dedicated husband and wife came to the shores of the United Arab Emirates and established the first our own English high school in Dubai. Their concern was that the children in Dubai and in the rest of the UAE need to get the best in education. And so was born the Barki Group, which now is very popularly known as GEMS throughout the entire world. Their son, Padma Shri Sunny Warki, our chairman and founder of GEMS, stepped up and said, to every question, education is the answer. And how right he was. And so in 1992, Al Ain witnessed the birth of a GEMS school to help serve the community and give the best to every student at this school. Mrs. Shobna Varghese, founder principal, and her perseverance, Mr. V. Simcox, and his invaluable input helped me push the envelope of the school forward and upward to bring it to what it is today. The school has stamped an indelible mark on the world of education here in the UAE. Outstanding board results in the CBSE and in the Cambridge. Students who have gone on to become global citizens and create a special niche for themselves all add up to the wonderful achievements and cherished moments of the school. Children love school, to the extent that a child in the primary section once asked his parent, "Why do we have to leave early on Fridays? Can we not stay till 2 p.m. like the other days?" Children are happy at school, and with the new strategies of learning, they even shine better. And universities around the world open their doors to each and every one of them. The school marched out onto the stage of competitions and came back victorious on several occasions. Students who have passed out through these portals of our school became doctors, engineers, actors, car designers, fashionistas, chefs, entrepreneurs, TV personalities, and even authors. What else could I ask for? I won't be surprised if one of our students travels to space. Many of our students made their parents and the school proud as they were declared UAE and/or world toppers in the board examinations. Our young ladies every year are felicitated at the Sheikha Fatima Award ceremonies held by GEMS. Or we even shine at the Hamdan Awards. Head boys and head girls shared their thoughts and memories of the school with us during our 25th year celebration. And I'm sure you would have seen the beautiful memories of the school as you walked down the red carpet and stopped to glance at the glories of the many years gone by. Trips to NASA and Spain, and next year, a possible trip to a cultural festival in the UK will add more glitz to our school's leading light. All of this would not have been possible if it had not been for the consistent and appreciable support from our beloved chairman and founder of GEMS Education, Mr. Sunny Varki, our CEO GEMS Education, Mr. Dino Varki, and our current Vice President of the Abu Dhabi Schools, Mr. Kelvin Hornsby, and members of the GEMS Corporate Office. Special mention must be made of the constant love and support we get from ADEC, both in Abu Dhabi and here in Al Ain. Their trust in us is tremendous. For our vice principals, our evergreen and busy bee supervisors, wonderful staff of the school, but most importantly, the parents, some who are seated here tonight, play a pivotal role in supporting the school in all its ventures. Today, our own Al Ain has become a school to reckon with. We are indefatigable. We are loved. We are OOL, and we will always let our light shine for all to see. Today, OOL is perfect. Tomorrow, it will be golden. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is OOL in an oyster shell. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. As Mozart said, dancing is like dreaming with your feet. Many dreams have materialized here at OOL, and our dancers convey that message through the well-known classical dance form Bharatnatyam. This dance is a depiction of the effervescence, continuous striving, and development that OOL represents. A depiction of 30 years of metamorphosis likened to that of sand changing to pearls.
धीम नात्र किट तो नाच रहे गोरी तारे तै तै तुम फिर तुम गीत धुनी कुतक धीम नात्र किट तो नाच रहे गोरी तारे तै तै तुम फिर तुम गीत धुनी कुतक धीम नात्र किट तो नाच रहे गोरी तारे तै तै तुम फिर तुम गीत धुनी कुतक धीम तान गावे तक तल तै तै तान गावे तक तल तै तै तान गावे तक तल तै 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 तक तना धीम तकिड तक धीम धीम तकिड तक धीम धीम तकिड तक धीम हत तो मत गीत धुनी को तक धीम तदीम तिरना उदनी तानी तानी तदीम तिरना तदीम तिरना उदनी तानी तानी तदीम तिरना तानी तोम तत गत दरि तान दर तान धीम अलरि गलरि तत गता तार तत गमाम तानी तत गताम तार दीम 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 तकतन अलरि तोम 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 तकतन तनि अलरि गीत धुनी कुतक धीम नात्र किट तो नाच रहे गोरी तारी तै तै तुम फिर तुम गीत धुनी कुतक धीम नात्र किट तो नाच रहे गोरी तारी तै तै तुम फिर तुम गारी तै तै तुम फिर तुम गारी तै तुम फिर तुम गीत धीम निकुतक धीम निकुतक धीम
Thank you, girls, for a wonderful classical performance. Let us now join our current head boy, Mohammad Atik, and head girl, Judy Ahmed, as they take us through the OOL journey.
Our own English High School Elaine turned 30 on 19th April 2022. It has been a very long but an adventurous journey so far, and it's going to get even better. The graduates represent 3 generations of yesteryear. We haven't been here long really, but despite the little amount of time we spent here, it was enough to make the school stay in our hearts and minds, just as it had for many others.
I'm from Egypt, and I do remember one thing from the time I started 5th grade at this school. Being here, among students from different backgrounds and nations, kids my age with no disparities between us and a tolerance for everyone, I found happiness, compassion, and harmony among my comrades, teachers, and superiors. I, for one, am happy that I discovered it here at our own Elaine.
I'm from India, and when I was a kid, we frequently relocated. Never spent a lot of time in one school, until I stepped into our own Elaine. I hadn't anticipated staying after joining, but I did. And that gave me the stability which I desperately needed. Having grabbed this opportunity of staying here, I improved, because I have friends and teachers who were always by my side. 30 years then, this one unique day brings together 30 years of students and staff. Along with all the personal experiences, we have decided to walk you through the history of our school.
In 1992, our school strived to create a landmark in Elaine. We commenced with the CBSE curriculum and expanded onto the CIE curriculum. Within a few years to cater to different nationalities. A significant year in the OOL history was 2006, when Mr. Rocky Miller became our school's principal. Sir, we appreciate and value everything you have done in the past, and will continue to do so in the future.
Each and every year, our co-curricular activities, academic performance, and infrastructure all endured significant growth. As a result of our growth, we have the Abu Dhabi basketball champions, world toppers, passionate debaters, and even fiercer singers. The school has earned respect on a national and international level.
To put it mildly, the recent years have been difficult. The pandemic forced everyone to stay home to prevent COVID-19. However, the school adapted to the new changes. We implemented remote learning, educated our faculty on how to use it successfully, and saw academic success comparable to earlier years.
The school has seen a lot of changes, and without a doubt, we can say that Aaron Alain has always progressed in every field, be it curricular or co-curricular activities. At this juncture, we want to express our heartfelt gratitude to our SLT members,
Teaching faculty,
administration,
support staff,
and all others who have come here to grace this event. Thank you.
thank you.
They say the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Who better to take us on a walk down memory lane than the ex-students of OOL? Our talented alumni will now present their rendition of Hopelessly Devoted to You. And we are not counting calories here, but definitely counting our blessings.
Guess mine is not the first heartbroken. My eyes are not the first to cry. I'm not the first to know there's just no getting over you. I know I'm just a girl who's willing to sit around and think about you. It's cool, can't you see? There's nothing else for me to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. My hands sing, go forget school. My heart is saying, no, don't let go. Hold on to the end, that's what I intend to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you.
But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed me way up high. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you.
Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you.
What a melodious rendition. I'm sure it will linger in your memories for a while. Mark Van Doren said, "The art of teaching is the art of assisting discovery. Teachers, admin staff, and support staff take on the responsibility of shaping young minds and changing their students' life for the better. They inspire their students to push themselves to accomplish their goals. It is essential to understand and acknowledge the devotion and dedication of those who have spent 20 years or more at OOL. as they are instrumental in shaping the young minds.
Life as a teacher offers you all the opportunities, training, support and reward you need to develop and build a stimulating and successful career. This is exactly what I have been blessed with in the last 30 years of my association with GEMS. My heartfelt congratulations to OOL on completion of 30 spectacular years. This school always holds a special place in my heart, and I am proud to be associated with OOL. I am sure that OOL only move further up in the achievement ladder, and I wish the school many more decades of growth, progress and success. May God bless this school always.
30-ാം വർഷം ആഘോഷിക്കുന്ന അലൈൻ ഓറോൺ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഹൈസ്കൂളിന് ആദ്യമായി ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ ആശംസകൾ അറിയിക്കുന്നു. 28 വർഷമായി ഞാൻ ഈ സ്ഥാപനത്തിൽ ജോലി ചെയ്തു വരികയാണ്. എനിക്ക് ഒരുപാട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഈ സ്ഥാപനത്തിൽ നിന്നും പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റിയിട്ടുണ്ട് എൻ്റെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.
My name is Umman Kunnel John. I came to UAE in 1993 and joined in the GEMS group in 1984 as an assistant admin officer and a part of our own English High School, Dubai, where I have the privilege to work with late Madam Waki in one of the biggest schools in UAE at that time. In 1999, I joined our own English High School, Alain, where I was presently working as manager school operation for almost 23 years now, with a total experience of 28 years in GEMS group. On this occasion, celebrating the 30th year of our school, I wish all the very best to all staffs, everyone who contributed their time and effort to make this event successful.
My name is Najmus Seher Siddiqui and I am from India. I have been teaching in this institution since 1996 and it's a very long time, almost 2.5 decades. I wish the school to stay here for a long time, maybe 100 years or more than 100 years.
ഈ സ്കൂളിൻ്റെ 30-ാം വർഷം ആഘോഷിക്കുന്ന അലൈൻ ഓറോൺ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഹൈസ്കൂളിൻ്റെ ആശംസകൾ നേർന്നുകൊള്ളുന്നു. പിന്നെ ഞാൻ ഈ സ്കൂളിൽ 25 വർഷത്തോളമായി ജോലി ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നു. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.
When I look back down my memory lane to my association with our own Alain, I am amazed at the progress and experience that I have gained over the last 23 years of my service in this wonderful institution. It has been truly inspirational to watch and grow along with the school, a school which is constantly evolving and changing, a school that is now a part of us. I wish the school and all associated with it many more fulfilling years ahead as we wait to carry this wonderful institution forward.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. من دواعي سروري أن أتحدث اليوم عن مدرستنا الثانوية الإنجليزية بالعين. اسمي عزة رمضان أحمد، سودانية الجنسية، وأعمل بها كمعلمة لغة عربية للناطقين بغيرها منذ العام 1997. شكرا وكل عام وأنتم بخير.
لمن دواعي سروري أن أتحدث عن بيتي الثاني والذي عشت بين جدرانه ما يقرب من 25 عاما، وكم أنا فخورة بتواجدي في بيتي ومع كوكبة متميزة من الإداريين والمعلمين والمعلمات. فهنيئا لمدينة العين للنهوض بالمدرسة أكثر فأكثر. Thank you.
My name is Demiana Rafael. I am GRE that already I'm working here in the school 24 years, and I want to inform I am Arab lady. I'm Egyptian. I can speak in Arabic, but I'd like to speak English because I want to inform you that already I learned the English here from this our school, that our own English high school, because it's a second home for me, and my children finish the work here, the study here. But I'm sorry if I make any mistake for my language, that sentence. My children finish here, and my children also marriage also, and I'm a grandparent also. Thank you so much. I like this school because this is my second home. I have now this already 24 years. Thank you so much. God bless you.
It has been a pleasant, sometimes challenging journey in this diamond mine, which has been cutting and polishing many stones into precious gems. As a primary teacher, I felt the need of the hour was to instill in the children good moral values to face the life's challenges confidently.
Assalamu alaikum, namaskaram. ഞാൻ മുഹമ്മദ് കുഞ്ഞി നീലേശ്വരം അവർ ഓൺ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഹൈസ്കൂളിൽ സപ്പോർട്ട് സ്റ്റാഫായി വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നു. പൂന്തോട്ട നഗരമായ അലൈനിൽ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ മേഖലയിൽ യശസ് ഉയർത്തിക്കൊണ്ട് ജൈത്രയാത്ര തുടരുന്ന അലൈൻ അവർ ഓൺ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഹൈസ്കൂളിൻ്റെ 30ാം വാർഷികാഘോഷത്തിന് എൻ്റെ എല്ലാവിധ ആശംസകളും അഭിനന്ദനങ്ങളും അറിയിക്കുകയാണ്. ഞാൻ ഈ ഗ്രൂപ്പിൽ 21 വർഷമായി ജോലി ചെയ്യുന്നു. ദൈവത്തിന് സ്തുതി, അഭിമാനവും കൊള്ളുന്നു. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.
I'm Mrs. Patterson, the supervisor of the kindergarten and the primary sections of the school. I started my journey as a teacher of the kindergarten section at OOL Alain 23 years ago and slowly moved on to teaching in the primary sections of the school. As a teacher, I cherish the things that I and my students achieve together. Hard work always pays off. Thank you.
I'm Miss Jane D'Souza, working with the school for the past 24 years. I'm proud to be a part of this prestigious group. My best wishes to the entire group. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Nisha Ajit. It's really a great long journey. I've been with Arun for the past 21 years, and I think I've been through many phases of growth of our school. Indeed, it's a great privilege to be the part of the school, and I believe the experience and training I received from Arun is worth enough to impart knowledge if I be there in any part of the world. Thank you.
Ralph Emerson believed that the reward of a thing well done is having done it. We would be falling short of our duty if we didn't acknowledge the arduous work put in by our staff, who have been the pillars of this institution for the last 20 years and counting. I request our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Kelvin Hornsby, Vice President, Abu Dhabi Schools, Principal CEO, WAA Abu Dhabi, to kindly come to the stage to honor the recipients of the awards for 20 plus years of dedicated service. I now call on stage Mrs. Nisha Ajit, teacher at OOL for 21 years. Mr. Mohammad Kunhi, our support staff at OOL, 20 years. Mrs. Cheryl Patterson, Supervisor of the Primary Wing, 22 years. Mrs. Beena Joy Kuti, teacher at OOL, 23 years. Mrs. T.K. Srimati, teacher at OOL, 23 years.
Mrs. Dimiana Raghav, Government Relationship Officer for 23 years. Mrs. Jane Maria D'Souza, Secretary to the Principal for 24 years. Mrs. Azad Ramadan Ahmed, teacher at OOL for 24 years. Mrs. Samia Zakari, teacher at OOL for 25 years. Mr. Haidar Parichari, our support staff for 25 years.
Mrs. Najmu Saher Siddiqui, teacher at OOL for 25 years. Mr. Uman John, manages school operations, 27 years. Mr. Kattil Raghunathan, support staff at OOL, 28 years. And almost as old as a foundation stone, Mr. Papi Joykutti, supervisor of the CBSE section, 30 years. Thank you, Mr. Hornsby. May we now request you to address the gathering.
Good evening, everyone. And it's an absolute pleasure to be here. And do you know what? I feel a little bit of a fake stood up here when I'm giving out, celebrating with all of these colleagues that have committed so much to GEMS education, some of them learning from Madam Varki herself. And I'm often inspired whenever I go into the schools, and here in Abu Dhabi and working with Mr. Rocky, we have the most diverse cluster of schools that's truly representative of GEMS education. So whether that's from our own English high school here in Al Ain, or whether it's to the United Indian School in Abu Dhabi, Cambridge International, Cambridge High, GEMS American Academy, World Academy, Winchester. OOL has a very, very special place in our cluster. And I was just looking around the room as I came in, and I often get inspired immediately, no matter what school I'm here and have the pleasure of being at. And I was just looking at the banners, and immediately my speech wrote itself, or shall I say, was rewritten. And I was just looking around, I was thinking, do you know, 30 years, that takes some resilience to go the distance. If you believe, you will achieve. Those UAE toppers and world toppers, irrespective of which curricula the learners are studying in, that comes from the wonderful teachers and support that the children have here and the young adults have here at our own English high school. Those teachers and those support staff that we've just been celebrating, well, they really do help the learners soar to greater heights. And the harmony of care, commitment, contribution, curiosity, and ultimately developing the confidence in the young adults to tackle whatever challenge lies before them in this forever changing world. And the one thing that we can be certain of is change. And I know that for the next 30 years, and as we head towards the 2071 Centennial Vision, OOL will sit at the heart of that UAE vision because of the quality, not just the quality, the high quality of education and learning experience that the teachers, the teaching community, the support staff, and the parents offer the young adults here at OOL. So I am in absolute awe of you, Mr. Rocky Miller, the wonderful team that you lead, and I wish you all the very best for the future. And it's an absolute honor to be here this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your words this evening will inspire us to strive harder and achieve more.
Tradition has been of the cornerstones of OOL, and we carry this onward through our Arabic dance. The essence of such an exquisite art form lies in the fact that one can express themselves in tones and notes, what one is unable to say in words. Much like the opportunities provided to our students to express themselves through various platforms.
the words of Martin Luther King, we are not makers of history, we are made by history. We will now dive into our own English high school's archives and learn about life at school through the eyes of our next 4 speakers. To begin a kaleidoscope recollection, we have our first ever head boy, Naveen Balakrishnan.
Hi everybody, I am Naveen Balakrishnan, the first and youngest head boy or captain of OOL English High School, Alain, in 1992-93. I am currently working as a marketing communication professional, having over 20 years experience. The school back then was a wooden caravan building, unlike the one you have today. I personally hosted the school's first sports meet. I had also won awards in swimming competition too. I have fond memories of faculty who taught us, namely the headmistress, Ms. Shova Verghese, who had taught us social studies, the chemistry teacher, Mr. Papi Joy Kuti, who is currently your education supervisor, CBSE, the physical education faculty, Mr. Joshi. My message to every student is to learn, develop, as well as grow to become a complete professional. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Hi everyone, I am Fida Nazir, class of 2010.
And I'm Fahd Nazir, class of 2012.
Both of us very proud alumni of our own English high school, Alain. We were in the same school right from kindergarten to grade 12. So our own is just not a school that we went to. It is an emotion for us.
As a matter of fact, we would not be the people we are today if it was not for our own Alain.
The school gave us world-class education, the most outstanding of teachers, the fondest of memories, the best of friends, and above all, the quality to become a world citizen.
Coordinating with my friends for extracurricular activities, representing my school, and the love the teachers have showered upon me are things I hold extremely close to this date.
In fact, memories from school are limitless, Nofa. Think about it. The investor ceremonies,
the creative festival,
the prize nights,
sports day.
Oh, remember the march past practices we used to have in the sun?
The staybacks.
The open houses that you used to dread going for every year.
I still feel I'm extremely blessed to have been part of such a beautiful school for 14 years. Even though we graduated 12 and 10 years ago, the school will always be a part of our hearts.
So here's us wishing our school a very, very happy 30th birthday. May we get to be a part of many more successful years of our own Alain.
Happy birthday and we wish you all the best.
Congratulations, Aaron Alain. You've turned 30 today. I remember walking in through those doors around 19 years ago. It makes me feel old. I was full of haste, trepidation, hesitation, but you welcomed me in with open arms, just like family. And today, when I look back, I really can't pick what are my fondest memories there. You know, a couple of them would be playing cricket at the basketball court, or being ultra competitive at the Creative Fest so that Red House always comes first. Or maybe even representing the school for debate competitions and whatnot at the Modern High inter-school competition to make sure that OOH's Alain always remains on top. You've taught me a lot of things. You are truly the school of life. And the teachers that I had over there, wow, so many names. Adrian sir, Srinivasan sir, Mr. Miller, Shobna ma'am, all of you have always had a great place in my heart and always will continue to have so. I just wish the entire school the very best of luck for another 30 successful years, and may we lead kindly light. Thank you so much. Happy 30th, and here's to 30 more. Cheers.
Hello, my name is Ala Sabati. I am a doctor in Sheikh Khalifa Medical City. I graduated from OOL English High School in 2014. I have so many good memories of the school. To me, OOL English High School was my second home. It was the place where I showcased my abilities and potentials. I participated in countless activities. I was the school prefect, house prefect, captain of the basketball team. I was also the school topper in AS level. I would like to wish the school a happy 30 years anniversary.
How wonderful to hear the voices from the past. I thank our ex-students for sharing their experiences with us. A dance form, all the way from Gujarat, India, the Garba, is performed at festivals and special occasions. And a special day like this truly calls for a celebration. Join us for a high-octane performance by our students.
Thank you, girls, for that invigorating performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, when they say about school, they talk about going to class, studying, going out for PE, attending assemblies. But you know something? And Mr. Jeff Evans, who's sitting here with me in our hall this evening, a principal of Global English School, will agree with me, Mr. Kelvin Hornsby will agree with me, that as principals, we constantly seek how to surprise people, and especially the students, the staff, and the parents of our school. And what you're going to witness tonight are a dozen, 12 people over the 30 years. We're going to call them up on stage. Some might not be here tonight, some might be here. And I'll ask Mr. Jeff Evans to join me on stage. Juliet ma'am, will you join us? Please come up on stage. Mr. Joy Kuti, can I get you on stage, please? And Mr. Jonathan Bramley, could you please come up on stage? I'm now going to ask our announcers to open that envelope and start calling out the names of the 12.
Dr. Shreyas Palyani. He was the lovable, mischievous boy at school who went on to become an author, TV presenter, actor, and completed his doctorate as well. Recently, he married the lovely Gopika. Dr. Palyani, we invite you on stage to receive a token of appreciation from school.
Shihab Suleiman went on to become a research and development engineer at Nissan Technical Center, Europe, and then moved to becoming a design engineer for the same company. Together, he and his team designed an Infinity race car as well. Shihab is not here tonight. Mr. Shahid Ansari. Seva Day is an international day of volunteering where thousands of good-hearted people across the world come together to perform service and experience the joy of giving. By participating in this collective endeavor, it is hoped that the seeds of Seva, Sanskrit for selfless service, are watered so that the flowers of acts of kindness and of public service bloom more often. 2014, our school was recognized by the government of UK for being the social action pioneers. This was all due to many staff members led by quiet and responsible individual, Mr. Shahid Ansari. He's not here as well. Throughout the many days and years at the school, he encouraged children to play games well, improve their sporting abilities, and finally take them to the world arena and shine in the field of football and basketball. This is our very own PE master, Mr. Kishore Ponana.
Activity coordinator and was the first to represent for the nominee of the GEMS Teacher Award. Ladies and gentlemen, energetic, vibrant. Ladies and gentlemen, energetic, vibrant, and always on the go. This is Mrs. Muriel DeCosta. Please come up on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mrs. Muriel DeCosta. Loved by everybody. Boy to lead the way to other students in our school. He is working marketing consultant, Mansavi Insights and Analytics. He is not with us tonight, but I'm sure he will be delighted to receive his token of appreciation from school. Next, she was our first head girl who paved the way to many other girls in our school. We want to honor and cherish her leadership skills. She is also not with us tonight, but I'm sure she will be delighted to receive this token of appreciation from school. Ladies and gentlemen, she is Darren.
Karate kid of OOL, horse riding, sword fencing, Indian classical and fusion dancer, academically strong, drummer, trainer, need we say more? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Sabri. to our special guests. Thank you, Mr. Miller. May I call upon Ms. Seni, our Vice Principal, to tell us what the future at OOL looks like.
Behind every celebration lurks the question, what next? The future is increasingly hard for us to predict and needs to be actively imagined. For we simply cannot prepare for something that we cannot visualize. At GEMS, there's no dearth of dreamers and dreams, and the future of education has been an area of profound focus for some time now. Last year, GEMS selected 4 key domains to propel our schools forward for the next phase. With over 20,000 teachers and administrators of different nationalities, leading 7 curricula across 16 countries, GEMS has a wealth of expertise within. Leveraging this rich resource, GEMS has grouped schools into clusters, led by cluster leads, to develop strategic professional networks that teach, learn, research, and celebrate together. With the pandemic, the future arrived, and all too soon. GEMS has ridden this wave of accelerated change with their recent release of Tomorrow, a scalable learning operating system adapted to suit all curricula. Tomorrow supports the learner, the learning, and the learning community in an intuitive platform that seamlessly integrates significant areas of support and management. In the classroom, data analytics on student performance help plan, deliver, and monitor learning while keeping parents informed. Students can access personalized solutions catering to their specific learning needs anytime, anywhere. GEMS for Life has been supporting students and ex-students through all stages of their life, giving them a competitive advantage over their peers. It offers an exposure to careers, student employability, university placements, alumni engagement, and a host of extra lifestyle benefits. Guidance for university selection and access to scholarships with partner universities is a coveted feature. Our alumni stay connected for life in a mutually rewarding network. Potential does not determine performance, says Deborah Iyer, founder of High Performance Learning, and she firmly believes that we can get cleverer. Dr. Iyer says that opportunity and support are key when teaching students how to think and behave, transforming them into high-performing students. Our Own English has embarked on this HPL journey this year. We're excited to develop advanced cognitive performance characteristics in our students and incorporate values, attitudes, and attributes in their learning. We look forward to joining this list of students who are training their students to be effective performers and are seeing the benefits of this approach. We thank all our partners in this journey this far. See you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We are excited to see what lies ahead for our Own English High School in the years to come. May I request everyone to please rise and join us for the school song.
And while the choir is coming up on stage, our ex-students, you should know your school song. The words will be up there, and would like you to join in. Please be seated. So ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our event. 30 years and 30 years more and 30 years after that. Lots of things to happen. And as was rightfully said by our vice principal, we want to take the school to a higher learning place. And this high performance learning, where most of our schools in Abu Dhabi have become world-class schools, this is what we want to change our own Al Ain into, a world-class school. Ex-students, you missed it all, but you can always live with it and you can always come back to it and share in your joy. Thank you so much for being with us this evening and joining in our celebration. It's so nice to see parents, so nice to see ex-students, principals, our vice president, supervisors, teachers, all of you who have really brought the school to the place where it is. Thank you. Have a great evening. Refreshments are going to be served for you. Please enjoy that. And then I will call the dancers and everybody in to join us with the refreshments. Thank you so much.